Hello Pipe community, Bear Pipe here. It's time to get going on the Brigham pipe restoration, and the first thing we got to do is get this distillator out of the stem. And Dave Allen from the Maple City Pipecast has emailed me with some ideas about how I could do that, because he apparently has run into this problem before and has managed to deal with it. He owns quite a few Brighams. He's restored a few of them too, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Brigham pipes. And as a matter of interest, he has a similar pipe that he's about to restore on his channel. So you're going to have two of these happening concurrently, which will be kind of interesting to watch. So let's get on with it. Okay, let's talk rock maple distillators for Brighams. Comes in a little box, usually of 10. This is what they look like. It's a little rod of wood, a little dowel that has the center drilled out, and it has a little aluminum piece at the end. And inside the stem, you can see there, if I hold it like this, you can see there where the distillator fits in at the tip of the stem, and it sits inside like that. So it comes up to about there in the stem. And Dave Allen suggested that the way to get these ones to release is to grab some isopropyl alcohol and soak it in it for a little bit. I'm going to let it soak for an hour, and let's see what it does. So the stem has now been soaking for about an hour, and here's what I'm going to do is I'll actually grab a pair of pliers, and I'm going to see if, there we go, it's moving. Oh dear, yeah, well, okay, so that's this is going to be interesting. Maybe I should have grabbed it on the inside. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if I work this in there, if I can get this to start to pull out. It's coming out in pieces actually. I may have to sand this out. There's not a lot of wood in there. Let's just see if I can just get it to grab. I'm going to grab a bigger one. I don't have something bigger. I need to think a bit about this. This thing has obviously been in there for a very long time. And I'm going to need to figure out a way to break the maple up. There's so much gunk in this thing. It's unbelievable. Look at that. It does actually now kind of flow through it. It didn't before. My fear is that this rock maple may have just turned into rock with all the gunk that's in here. There we go. And it's out. Wow, that's a relief. Okay, so the next step now is to actually get the stem cleaned with some OxiClean. Because of course the alcohol doesn't really remove the oxidation in the way that the OxiClean does. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to dump out that alcohol, and then I'm going to put this in an OxiClean bath. I've just dumped this into the OxiClean bath maybe a second ago. This is warm water with the OxiClean, and you can already see how much brown comes out of this. And we're going to let this sit for a couple of hours. Let's have a look. It's now been, maybe an hour and a half. Oh, and that's looking lots better. Look at that. We actually have a black stem. There's still going to be some garbage in here. We need to clean out a little bit, as you can see. Okay, let's run a dry one through and just see what happens. That's good. Now, see this? That we're going to deal with some heat. And that's going to burn that off pretty quickly.